The Penguin. Yeah, that's right, folks. The latest entry into the Batman epic crime saga. Is that what they're calling it? I know Matt Reeves recently took to Twitter and was like, "This epic crime saga ends tonight" or something for the finale. So yeah, the Batman came out a couple years ago. After that, they're like, "We really like this Cobb guy. Why are we calling him Cobb? I don't know, but we are." So a Penguin miniseries came to HBO, and it's under the DCU umbrella, but it's part of their Elseworlds or whatever. So whatever. Look, I mean, yeah, it's good. It's a good show. I don't know. What do you want me to say? It's good. It's strong. It's interesting. I don't have much to say on this show. I don't think I like it as much as other people, but I had a great time. It's so much fun. This is clearly a character that was worthy of telling a story about, which you could have fooled me. If you were to ask me in 2022 after watching The Batman if I'd want to see a sequel about the Penguin's rise to power, I would have been like, okay, are we going to have anything interesting with Batman characters that are a little bit more exciting than the Falcones and the Maronis and the Calabrises or anything? No? Okay. Well, that's still interesting. We couldn't even have a ventriloquist or a Black Mask or I don't know, the illusion to Harvey Dent. We have some people in here that could easily fill other roles for other characters. I don't know. This still feels to me like somebody ashamed they're making a comic book thing where it's well, we could just take the names and then make a crime story, and that's fine, I guess, right? Maybe I'm past this at this point. We had Gotham on air for so long, we had Titans, and I'm both of those seem more in line to a Batman thing on television I'd rather see. Then what if the Penguin went crazy and took over everything? I don't know. There's something there if you want to make that story, but I don't know. It doesn't get me excited. I do like the show. I'm sorry I'm sounding so negative on it, but they don't want to call him Oswald Cobblepot. They have to say Cobb half the time. They don't want to get any denser into the Batman mythology with characters than just, the Falcones and Maronis, just regular people. I don't need any more just regular stuff with Batman. I want to go extravagant again. And I like the Batman film. I really like that film. I just want more outlandish stuff. Quit trying to make it realistic. It's not, So whatever. Look, it's 8 episodes of how Oswald Cobb rose to power. How do you do that? Being a dick. And I'll appreciate the show for that at the very least. They don't make him sympathetic. He's got people in his life he cares about, but at any given moment he could change that and just be I don't care, I just want power and be represented cool and have everything I want. I like that. That makes sense. It's a fun idea to play with. Don't make him an anti-hero. I don't need that shit. I appreciate them making him an asshole, because he is. He's fun to watch. We like to watch assholes win. That's why crime stuff like this works. There are so many comparisons going around to The Sopranos, and I get it. They got the accents, they got the names, they got the city that's kind of broken that they're taking over in the underworld. It's not as fun as the Sopranos. It's more compact and just kind of bullshitty. I don't know. I don't know about this show. I'm very positive on it. The prosthetics are great. They are fantastic. They're amazing. I knew that when I saw the Batman. They look just as good now on television. Does the larger world look as cinematic as the film? No, it looks like a television show where we're filming in specific locations and the larger wide scale sequences where we're clearly using a blue screen or something to show you where a car is going. Yeah, it looks good. Not as good as the movie, but it looks good. I have nothing against this show. I just think what it's doing hasn't surprised me or impressed me because I just know what we're doing. I think it's a fairly on the nose show, and he doesn't even have a crazy nose. all the stuff crazy about the design for the Penguin, I'm amazed they didn't go like a crazier nose for him. It was just kind of like, you could see the beats where we're going from the very beginning. I think that's okay, but I would like, in a crime show like this, to be surprised. And I just didn't feel that. I felt you could feel like where the representation was coming from, what like era of mob movies or mobster and stuff. Very Goodfellas at times too. Very like taking a young person under your wing to build something up. The anti-Batman and Robin, if you will. But not as colorful or interesting. Just like, yeah, this is Victor. He's a nice young guy. He's got like a stutter, and Oswald's got like a deformed leg, so they're going to use their, differences to like rise up to the top. That's fun. It's a very realized version of Gotham with a bunch more like small gangs and stuff that we didn't talk about in the film. So here you go. They're all back. And there are some big set pieces that's going on here. A lot of big actors, a lot of big character actors doing some stuff. We're doing the stuff. Like, we're doing all the stuff. I'm not mad at the show for doing all the stuff. Because that's what it needs to do. It's fine. Colin Farrell's good. He's really good. Is this my favorite show he's been in this year? No. But I love what he is doing here. He is so committed to this character. He's figured out what he's doing. This is a schmarmy asshole who's a loser and is never going to be fully accepted in any world he's a part of, because he looks like that and he is who he is. And I think it's really cool how they let that character exist. Deirdre O'Connell plays his mom, who we also don't call Cobblepot, but like that plot line, oh, I saw it. I knew exactly where we were going. The minute they pegged, she's kind of forgetting stuff. I'm like, oh, we're going to get some revelations from her, and she's never going to be happy with her son, which is fine. And I don't know. Comic books are all about like building off the last thing, so I shouldn't be surprised when like a television show based on a comic book doesn't surprise me. I just wish we weren't clearly doing the things we've done before. I don't know. Look, I think the character that is the standout for most people is Kristen Milioti as Sophia Falcone, the other daughter of Carmine, who was locked up for like committing crimes. She gets an entire episode dedicated to her. This is the most interesting character. Clearly, like, this is the one where you're like, oh, we had an idea, we're going to run with it. You had Milioti do a fantastic job with that character and just build off something wholly original. Like, this is something we haven't seen yet. And that's what I'm proud of. Like, this is really cool, a very realized character with a very specific tone, and the perfect foil to a guy who's like, yeah, I'm going to get everybody. I'm going to build myself up in this world, that kind of thing. And she's just like, well, I don't care. Burn the bridges, burn everything. It's all stupid. Everything sucks. I like the foil between the two of them. It works well. She's the breakout of this entire thing. Milioti's always been fantastic, but this is a defining work for somebody in a genre that doesn't get a lot of defining work. I like that. And then you just got the other people show up. Like, Mark Strong shows up for an episode doing Carmine. It's fine, We got Clancy Brown doing Salvatore. And you're like, yeah, I like it. Like, come on, you're getting the guys that do this stuff. Characters from the Batman movie will appear in here. Like, I get it. I know what we're doing. I'm fine with it. The other breakout is like Renzi Feliz, and yeah, he's good. Like, a good kid. Great performance that you're like, this is either going to go one of two ways, and it went one of the two ways. And I really dig it. Like, I have no negative things to say about this show other than, yeah, you did it. You did exactly what I knew you were going to do. I might not be surprised, but I'm not disappointed. I had a fun time. I liked the performances. I like that you went just a bunch of gangster bullshit. Like, we're not gonna, like, it wants to be very serious at times, but then it's like, what if we just blew everything up? What if we just kill everybody? Like, what if, like, we literally had, like, the drug cartels do all this stuff, we built, like, this new drug and just ran everybody over? Like, it literally just goes two extremes. We're like, this is no longer serious. We're doing something silly and comic booky. And in those moments, I wish it stayed there and, like, a plant lady showed up or something. I'm just ready. Like, I am ready for non-realistic Batman. I don't need to see, like, the rise to power of the Penguin. Like, they don't even use the Iceberg Lounge after the first episode. He didn't really rise to anything either. Like, just all the enemies are no longer there is how this ends. So you're kind of where you just left him. Just now he doesn't have a boss. But people liked it. Like, I'm seeing the reaction. If this is getting people to be interested in the Penguin and the world, that's great. Like, that's cool. I'm so happy this is happening for this character and this universe. If they want to do like a side project of an epic crime universe over there, do it. I want a sequel to the Batman. If you want to do like another spin-off TV show about here's the rise of like, well, they're not going to introduce any interesting villains, so I don't know. Hush? Nah, they're just going to put him in the next movie. Whatever. Like, it's fine. It was fine. It's fine. It's good, okay? I could feel myself pulling away in some moments, just not having this hit the way it should or I wanted it to. But that happens. That happens. I'm not mad at it for that. So, the Penguin, I'm going to give, what do we want to do? I'm going to say a 7 out of 10. Hey, better than IGN, right? Thank you all for watching this review. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. As always, you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, and Twitter. And of course, I will catch you in the next one. Have fun. Stay safe. Good luck.